know we African. Can't take we out of the motherland.
Hey, Webmaster here. I stay connected to Freedom with the Freedom SKN app. Simply search for the Freedom app in the Android's Play Store or the Apple's App Store and download it. Enjoy world-class radio at its best, anytime, anywhere. Become a Freedom apper today.
Reliable, dependable, Delta. If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta. Don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be. Delta Petroleum, baby.
From the pitch to the palm of your hand, Betgate Sports brings to you iGaming, the ultimate dual gaming experience. Sports and iGaming in one powerful platform, live and legal. Tap your screen, place a bet, spin the reels, cash out fast. No delays, pure excitement. BetCageSports.com. Download the app and sign up today. Play responsibly. Must be 21 and over. Proud sponsor of Cricket West Indies, where a percentage of every dollar played with Cage goes to Windies for cricket and cricket development.
RIA Easy Money Transfer Limited, located on West Independence Square Street, Bastyr, St. Kitts, and the Solomon Arcade, Nevis, offers you safe and reliable transfers at great low rates and fees to 507,000 locations worldwide, with a pickup time of just 15 minutes after your transfer. And for even more ease of doing business, we home deliver and direct bank deposits in selected countries. So if anytime you want to send money to family, friends, and loved ones, at RIA, we've got you covered with over 30 years of experience moving money quickly, efficiently, and securely across 160 countries. Give us a call at 465-3325 in St. Kitts or 469-3325 in Nevis. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., 8:30 in Nevis, and on Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. RIA Easy Money Transfer Limited.
Back to school shouldn't meet you unprepared. St. Kitts Credit Union's Back to School Loan helps you borrow up to $10,000 with flexible repayment plans, fast approval, supportive terms. Invest in your child's future with confidence, because every child deserves a strong start. Start today at www.skccu.com or call 465-2272. SKCU, invested in their future with you.
Hey, Webmaster here. I stay connected to Freedom with the Freedom SKN app. Simply search for the Freedom app in the Android's Play Store or the Apple's App Store and download it. Enjoy world-class radio at its best, anytime, anywhere. Become a Freedom apper today.
Reliable, dependable, Delta. If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta. Don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be, Delta Petroleum, go baby. Delta.
Betcade Sports brings to you iGaming, the ultimate dual gaming experience. Sports and iGaming in one powerful platform, live and legal. Tap your screen, place a bet, spin the reels, cash out fast. No delays, pure excitement. BetcageSports.com. Download the app and sign up today. Play responsibly. Must be 21 and over. Proud sponsor of Cricket West Indies, where a percentage of every dollar played with Cage goes to Windies for cricket and cricket development.
RIA Easy Money Transfer Limited, located on West Independence Square Street, Bastyr St. Kitts, and the Solomon Arcade Nevis, offers you safe and reliable transfers at great low rates and fees to 507,000 locations worldwide, with a pickup time of just 15 minutes after your transfer. And for even more ease of doing business, we home deliver and direct bank deposits in selected countries. So if anytime you want to send money to family, friends, and loved ones, at RIA, we've got you covered with over 30 years of experience moving money quickly, efficiently, and securely across 160 countries. Give us a call at 465-3325 in St. Kitts or 469-3325 in Nevis. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., 8:30 in Nevis, and on Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. RIA Easy Money Transfer Limited.
Back to school shouldn't meet you unprepared. St. Kitts Credit Union's Back to School Loan helps you borrow up to $10,000 with flexible repayment plans, fast approval, supportive terms, invest in your child's future with confidence, because every child deserves a strong start. Start today at www.skccu.com or call 465-2272. SKCU, invested in their future with you.
Hey, Webmaster here. I stay connected to Freedom with the Freedom SKN app. Simply search for the Freedom app in the Android's Play Store or the Apple's App Store and download it. Enjoy world-class radio at its best, anytime, anywhere. Become a Freedom apper today.
Backgate Sports brings to you iGaming, the ultimate dual gaming experience. Sports and iGaming in one powerful platform, live and legal. Tap your screen, place a bet, spin the reels, cash out fast. No delays, pure excitement. BetCageSports.com. Download the app and sign up today. Play responsibly. Must be 21 and over. Proud sponsor of Cricket West Indies, where a percentage of every dollar played with Cage goes to Windies for cricket and cricket development.
Reliable, dependable, Delta. If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta. Don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be. Delta Petroleum, baby.
Blessed good afternoon to one and all as we welcome you to the usual Friday edition of, well, we don't have another edition during the week, so just Friday's installment, if you will, of Groundings, the brothers and sisters of St. Christopher and Nevis, especially those in the diaspora and those here in St. Kitts and Nevis resident. We thank you for joining us as usual, and we thank you for the patience you exhibited today. I was a little late taking care of some chores here at the station, and so we started a bit late. It's now 1:45, 1:45, and I'm joined by my esteemed friends and colleagues, Dr. Patrick Martin and former Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Sam Conway. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Junior, and good afternoon, Sam, and good afternoon to all of the listeners and viewers to Freedom FM's Groundings. Happy to be here as usual. This is Patrick Martin.
Good afternoon, Patrick. Good afternoon, Junie. Pleasure to be here as usual.
Pull up the mic, Sam.
Yeah, let me start again. Good afternoon, Junie. Good afternoon, Patrick. Happy to be here again on a Friday afternoon, grounding with the brothers and the sisters.
Well, gentlemen, we had a full week of activities. We had press conferences, we had sitting of Parliament, and we had a special interview with the leader of the NRP, the Honorable Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge, yesterday, where she brought up some very interesting topics that some of them have gone viral on Facebook and other social media platforms, especially the one that deals with the Special Sustainability Zones Bill 2025 and the Nevis South Coast offering. But Patrick, what's on the menu for today as well?
Well, for a small island, large ocean state, we certainly have a bucket full. That's a concrete truck full of challenges and opportunities and issues, don't we?
Yes, we do.
While we keep a watchful eye on the Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
And Storm Erin,
it's now a hurricane,
right, mercifully appears to be veering off to the north.
Yes.
But, so that's the core of the storm. But we have to expect some of the outflow in terms
the
of
bands.
The outer bands, maybe tropical storm force winds. Tropical storm force winds can go up to 70 miles per hour. And rain. And remember, every hurricane season, since this program's existence, we have been emphasizing that water, whether rain from the sky or storm surge from the sea, water is the factor in terms of the damage, loss of life, and so prepare.
What I would like to emphasize, though, Patrick and Sam, is that God has, in His mercy, spared us any devastation of hurricanes in probably 12, 13 years that we haven't had a major hurricane. And
you're knocking wood.
We continue to pray.
Is this wood here?
Wood, total.
Okay, I'm knocking wood. And bended knee. Because an economy like ours coming out of the COVID crisis, it was both a health and economic crisis. Coming out of that, we can ill afford a major hit at this point in time. We were still struggling,
really struggling
in terms of economic growth to get back to a comfortable level. So we continue on bended knees collectively.
Yes,
and we're thankful. But this one is going to develop to a major hurricane within the next couple of days. I think our friends and family in Bermuda are keeping a very, very, very close eye on this one. As we also count down to Independence 42, September 19, as you said, Junie, this week, quite a number of important topics discussed. But first, any remembrances, celebrations, special recognitions, anything, gentlemen?
I don't know if you know Ira Bowie.
Yes, of course. Yes, Soul Daddy son, Market Street.
Yeah, right. Up your street.
Market Street.
Up your street. He passed, and funeral services on the 29th of August in Canada, I think he is.
I'm not sure. I got the message myself from Ronald Tights Allen.
Ronald Allen.
WhatsApp me and told me about it.
Yeah, so we want to extend. He was one of the regular boys around.
As always.
He worked at electricity at one time.
Yes.
When he was here. Yeah.
That's correct.
So we want to extend.
And also at the electricity company in St. Thomas.
I think,
Right. On another note, on a much more lighter note, I'd like to extend sincere birthday blessings to the CEO of Freedom FM, Ms. Jamila McPhail.
You're right. Yeah,
today's her birthday.
Yeah.
So we say happy birthday, Jamie.
Yeah.
Sam, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to.
He sounds like he wants to sing.
Yeah, so I'm letting him say. He was cutting me off.
Getting ready to sing, man.
I mean, I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to sing. You all tell me don't sing on the station. I ain't going to sing.
You know you can't sing, so maybe that's why we're giving you that advice.
I just want to say happy birthday, Jamila, outstanding journalist, radio personality. She's an excellent broadcaster, and I want to congratulate her. She's carrying on that role that we have in people like Polly Manchester and what's her name, Louina Maynard and those folks. And so we want to commend her for the work she's doing here at Freedom, and want to encourage her to continue to do that work. Excellent broadcast.
It's amazing how she has grown here at Freedom these last 14, 15 years because she was a teacher when I met her, and I asked her to join Freedom. And she said, what I know about broadcasting? I said, you will learn on the job. And she has really blossomed into one of the best that we have in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis right now.
Definitely.
So congratulations, Jamie, on your Earth Strong, and we wish you good health and strength and many, many more birthdays to come.
I joined both of you. I lost my singing voice. So maybe next week I'll sing.
You could hum.
Gentlemen, yes, we're paying close attention to home affairs, but at the same time, can you imagine a man invades your country?
Yeah, before we go to that, let's talk about the Carifesto.
Well, let's come down from international to
you're
regional.
coming from international. Okay,
Special topic, quick
Going
topics.
to international, regional,
And then,
local.
that's right.
Okay, all right.
You learn from the best, I mean, see there. Yeah, imagine a man invading your country and then peace talks where you're not involved.
Just imagine.
Ukraine, not in Alaska, but if you're not on the table, you're at the menu, right?
Yeah,
you're on
absolutely.
the menu.
Ukraine not in there?
Not at the table.
No, Putin and Trump meeting in Anchorage to discuss the war in
Alaska.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Is Alaska in Russia? Trump wasn't sure if it's the geography,
It used to be back in several eons ago, but to tell you, man, that's why small states. Ukraine is a small state in the scheme of things. Small states, we have to form groups.
I'm convinced that Putin will not accept any peace settlement unless he gets turf territories to go along.
I agree with you. He's going to
Once he gets that, he'll bow.
And I don't see how Zelensky will agree to that either.
Zelensky is not agreeing to it, but Trump will.
Well, Trump?
Yes.
Okay.
Trump is a major player in all of this.
Where he from? Ukraine or Russia?
Neither.
Okay, all right.
Wow. Okay. All right, moving down to regional.
Regional. The
Carifesto.
Carifesto. Yeah, Carifesto. What is it? 15. Yeah,
Carifesto 15.
Yeah. And we're having a really big delegation going off there.
100.
100. Yeah. I mean, that is commendable, and we've been taking part in all the activities, and we're hoping to, like those fellas said, fly the flag and St. and Nevis. We're in supreme out there in Carifesto. And so I want to congratulate all the participants, all the people who will be representing St. Kitts, and I know they're going to do us proud.
Absolutely. Well, on the regional scene, you have any others? No? On the regional scene, last week we looked at the issue of fair share and of tax and non-tax revenue, and Junie certainly had that high on the agenda in his interview with the Honorable Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge. Yes. But last week we discussed that since 2014, non-tax revenue has exceeded tax revenue. In other words, if it wasn't for CBI, the federal government wouldn't be able to meet its expenditure targets and obligations. And so this topic continues to weigh heavily. Let's talk about the special sustainability zones, the SSZs. What do you know about that? Oh, we know about that. Well, on Monday, Parliament passed legislation to give effect to the SSZs, special sustainability zones. What is an SSZ? Well, Groundings did some research. An SSZ is a special economic zone which has an expanded focus on sustainability, meaning balancing economic growth with considerations for the planet and people. So this is not a new concept. The special economic zone is not a new concept, but what is novel is that St. Kitts and Nevis is taking the lead to really drill down into sustainability in terms of development agreements. And Sam and Junie, a law has been passed. The law requires certain issues to be brought up in development agreements, including things being taken to Parliament. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts, gentlemen?
Yeah, this matter is a major matter for St. Kitts and Nevis in terms of development, economic development, and really Parliament. In Parliament is notably absent were the member representing the People's Action Movement and the member representing the People's Labour Party. So I thought that was a major issue in terms of a bill like this. We had contributions from all three elected members from the Nevis Island Assembly. And what is more important now, or as equally important, I would say, not more important, but equally important, is the presentation from the leader of the opposition or our opposition member in Nevis on issues, which was a major presentation and raised a number of serious issues, which I think needs serious public discussions for a bill of this nature. I mean, on this bill, the Nevisians are split down the middle on it.
The Nevision parties.
The parties, yeah, the parties.
How so, Sam?
Well, you heard
Miss
Daniel Elizabeth, and you heard the premier, and you heard the members. So they are down the middle on this bill, on this matter, and this is an important matter in terms of our heritage, our development, our land development, and so on. So I think this is a matter that's going to go on for some time.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, one of the major issues that someone raised is that the Prime Minister, I don't know exactly where that is in the bill, but I read it as well, I went to the bill, that the Prime Minister could assist go over there and assist in terms of the implementation of this thing. And so, again, people were raising whether this is constitutional issues. We don't know. We don't know. I don't know. I'm not.
I understand there was an amendment. You got the amendment.
The amendment. I don't know. I just have what you said.
Okay. Let me see. This was an amendment that was proposed. Amendment to Section 4, where the area is within the island of Nevis.
Section 4.
Yeah. Section 4, subsection 2.
Let me see.
Where the area is in the island of Nevis, the Prime Minister shall consult with the Nevis Island administration before entering into any developmental agreements. B, should the NIA approve, the NIA shall be party to any such development agreements. And subsection C, no development agreement shall be entered into without the prior approval of the NIA.
Okay.
These special zones, special sustainability zones, as outlined in the bill 2025, before the federal government, it seemed to me first that the federal government would have its share of responsibility vis-a-vis the Prime Minister, and then the Premier would have his own say in it. But it seems as if that somehow has been ceded now, that responsibility has been ceded now to the federal government.
No, the federal government, it says here that the amendment that the federal government has to consult.
Has to consult, yes, I'm saying consult,
And get the agreement.
Originally it seemed to me as if the Honorable Premier had the ability to do it without that kind of, without section.
Without consultation.
Yes. But somehow it is now laid out now in what you just read there, the amendment, that he has to go through the NIA, but he can't move without the NIA approval.
For a development area in Nevis.
Exactly.
Which is in line with the Constitution. We here on Groundings, we have to remind ourselves that the Constitution speaks to only two entities.
Right.
St. Kitts and Nevis.
And Nevis, yeah, right.
See, because this... we go back to the facial agreement.
It goes back to the reform, the holistic reform of the Constitution.
That's the Constitution.
When?
No, we say we're going back to that. What were we talking about?
There was
no.
The process to come. The process to come.
Yeah.
The process to come, which we are starting here on Freedom FM.
Well, acts, not because it's not a bill now, it's been passed.
Right.
Makes it imperative and urgent for some reforms.
Indeed.
I mean, how you could have a bill like this and you have 113 in the Constitution. Where the Prime Minister and the Premier has to collaborate.
So in the fullness of time, relationships have to go through what are called course corrections, and ours is past due in certain respects. I still hold that the fundamental rights and freedoms part of it that's fundamentally sound. That's part 1 or part 2 of the Constitution.
Question.
So back to
Yeah. See, I'm interested in this special sustainability zones bill because
it is
seems
interesting.
To me, yes, it seems
Very
to me as if
well,
it is,
we did
it
some
is-
we did
it
some
will
research.
Encourage,
Right? Go ahead.
It will encourage economic development. We just the Citizenship by Investment program is going through as a zone right now.
Right, decline.
That's what I meant. I was going to say a dead zone. But
No,
so
not
decline.
dead,
Let's
not
say
dead,
decline.
not
Let's say
dead.
decline.
Decline, yeah,
Decline.
that's a nicer word.
So the zones would you won't replace it, but
No.
it would
Assist us
encourage
in our economic development.
It would encourage economic
Yeah,
development.
right.
Right. In what ways?
So there has been we're on the right track, gentlemen. With the world formulated Sustainable Development Goals 2030 several years ago. So there has been this thrust to put consideration of the planet
2010, I think,
and people, push that to the forefront. Otherwise, economic growth, unchecked, unregulated, as we know from history and current affairs, economic growth, unchecked, unregulated, is not in the best interest of people and the planet.
At all.
Pollution, exploitation of workers, you name it. All right. So what I understand is happening here now is to make sure you link everything to sustainability. Whatever is done economically must not disadvantage people and the planet.
That's right.
And there's a checklist. If you look at the Act, there is a checklist of provisions, water security, energy transition, food, health, and this is in the law. This is in St. Kitts and Nevis law. So when development agreements are proposed, you go through them with this checklist in mind.
Right.
And this is a very open way for the citizen to assess the merits of development agreements. Yeah. And it appears as though that investment money, investment capital, is aligned in the main, especially from United Nations type organizations or UN supported organizations or organizations which rely on the UN and those type of bodies for support, that inflows will have sustainability clauses and provisions embedded in the DNA of agreements. So we have positioned ourselves at the forefront of this model of economic growth with sustainability.
Well, let's hope that Nevis get their fair share.
Exactly. The divisions get the fair share.
It's in the law. It's in the law.
There was Branty was talking about fair share in St. Kitts Nevis. Nevis must get a fair share. So I hope that the divisions gonna get a fair share over there.
Yes.
In terms of what's happening there. Because part of this thing is what they call enclaves and gated communities and the same thing that we were talking about many years ago.
But this same thing is a hot topic in Nevis right now.
I'm telling you,
This development on the south coast of Nevis.
I've heard it. And that is why
Because
I say
divisions
that
feel that they're being denied the ability to own and control their own land and resources.
I've heard it.
Oh my! So we want Bradshaw.
That is
we want Bradshaw to come
want
back.
that Bradshaw, exactly. They
We
remind you
text him
when
that.
Bradshaw, in fact,
No, Bradshaw was the one who went over. You know,
yeah,
remember that?
In fact,
When
Yeah,
somebody
go ahead.
said Nivisions can use this beach and that
Yeah,
beach,
yeah.
Bradshaw went over.
yeah.
So no, we're not going back to that.
Yeah, I know. But you see, even before he went over there for that, he went over to take the lands, to nationalize the land, to put it into public ownership, into the hands of Nevis.
So we're bringing it up now because if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. So this cannot be repeated.
Exactly.
And number two, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu.
On the menu.
So
On the menu.
get at the table. And one of the ways to get on the table is to come to Freedom FM on a Wednesday afternoon, right?
Absolutely.
And make your point.
Oh, yes.
One of the ways to get your vision, your views on the table is to use the media.
Yes. Also on a Friday.
And maybe
Not just Wednesday.
and some town halls.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to wait for the government to organize a town hall. You could organize your own town hall.
Exactly.
These two issues that we're speaking about right now need to be fully ventilated
Absolutely.
with the public
Absolutely.
having their fair say.
Absolutely.
That needs to be done. That
I want
should
to
be a
add-
priority.
Right, but you do not have to wait for government for
No,
full
no,
ventilation.
Of course not.
I agree.
Of course
Good.
not.
Good.
Of course
I'm
not.
not saying wait for
Of course
government
not.
to do it.
Just adding on to your magnificent point.
Of course not.
You always have magnificent points.
Of course not.
Don't overdo it, please.
Of course not.
All right.
We need these. These are matters of tremendous public
Yeah, man.
concern and interest. We don't want to go backwards.
Yeah.
We don't want to go backwards.
And just to reiterate the point, there is no way. Well, let's put it positively. As we go forward together, we have to take certain things out of the relationship that bedevil us in place of strife.
Exactly.
In place of
Exactly.
strife.
And in fact, we just here celebrating the Marcus Garvey thing. I mean, two things that Marcus Garvey took, Israel said, make St. Kitts and Nevis your garden of Eden.
That's it.
Make St. Kitts your.
You have the
your
speech?
No, I don't have it.
Johnny, you have the speech?
I have somebody, an actor, voicing what he said at the MIS
Yeah.
Hall. I have that.
Make sure it's on the
And-
Facebook so people
I
can
will
listen
put it
to
out there
Yeah.
because we played it on the GBE while you were here. We played it twice.
And the other thing that Marcus
magnificent
Garvey
speech.
said, is a lecturer said, I understand it, somebody said it before him, but we know that he said that a people without a knowledge of their history,
Bound to repeat.
no,
It's like a tree.
it's like a tree without roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we must take note of those things and to accept them as part of our.
Try to make. I have excerpts from the speech here. Try to make your country the best spot in the world.
Yeah,
Your islands, is your Garden of Eden.
right.
Get hold of the land. South
Absolutely.
Coast,
Yeah,
get hold of the land and don't let it get away from you.
absolutely.
The men and women who own the land make the laws.
That's right. Yeah. And this is what the sustainable zone means.
This is Marcus Garvey speaking at the MIS Hall, Lower Market Street, Bastille, November 2nd, 1937.
And this is one thing. Divisions are very keen on land ownership.
Yeah. Well, Nivisions were owning the land long before a lot of people in the region were owning the land.
You know,
Land
I think
ownership
that has
in
been
Nevis.
justified.
And who enabled them to get title?
Yep.
The right excellent.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. And Nivisions have a history of land ownership long before us. I mean, we were in St. Kitts, we were landless people.
Well,
5% of the population own 95% of the land.
Junie taught history. Why was it that Nivisions were owning land before St. Kitts? What Junie taught me was this, that sugar's fortunes in Nevis faded very quickly, reasonably quickly. And so the planters left and people squatted. Start producing food, etc., etc. Remember the days when the Nivision vendors lined the Bay Road from the old Treasury building down to College Street.
That was the food basket of St. Kitts and Nevis.
That was reserved for Nevision vendors.
Yeah.
And when it came time for people to have legal control of their land, the government of the day facilitated it. That's the government of Robert Bradshaw. So here's Marcus Garvey again. Own your own house and own the land, then you will be a respectable citizen, and God will approve of you, and the blessing of God Almighty will be upon you. Can I get an amen, somebody?
Amen. Amen. Thus said the Lord.
Wow. So, all right, gentlemen, if you have, with your leave, we can move to the second major item we have on the agenda, which is linked. Which is linked to Garvey and
before we move on. The leader of the NRP was very adamant that something is going on at the electoral office in Nevis. That Nevisians would come home for Culturama were unable to register to vote in the upcoming local and federal elections. They couldn't do it. And I know, if my memory serves me right, that there has been an ongoing electoral, what do you call it, when you continuous registration. That seems to be, they said that some equipment was down, and these things should not happen.
No.
These things clearly should not happen. How could the machine be down when you have continuous registration? There must be some way that you could continue to register when the machine is down.
Provisionally.
You can't say because now people have gone back to Canada and to the US and the Virgin Islands and so on, where they came from.
They weren't able to register.
They weren't able to register at all.
I know. I've been trying to get a card because my card expired. That's not so serious a problem, but I think it's going on for too long. I don't understand why. I mean, over a year now, my card expired or something.
What card is that, sir?
My voter ID card.
It expired?
Yeah, expired.
And you can't get a
new one? I can't get a new one yet.
Oh, how long is it going on?
Over a year.
A man like you?
When you say nothing to do with me.
No, I'm just saying, if a man like you, if a man like you
don't
can't get registration, the ordinary job in the street.
That was a bouncer. Let me see. I remember, over a year. I got mine renewed post-COVID.
Let me see.
I had to renew mine.
Let me see how it looks up.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I want to make
mine
sure.
Mine ain't expired, you know.
Yeah, date of issuance, February 2024.
Date of issuance, 2024. So, and this is 2025. So,
I had to renew.
So, but I've been trying for a year now to get my
try again now, man, because
I'm going to try again.
Man like you.
That's what I'm saying. Former Deputy Prime Minister. I think mine
his photo was go through. But continuous registration is the law.
Yeah.
That's it.
And if the law is what's the word I'm looking for, Sam?
The law is being compromised.
Boy, I tell you, I like that. That's a good one. Things can be tested in court.
Of course.
If you're not at the table, you're on the menu.
So let's move on. Time is of the essence. Is 2:15. This is Groundings.
Yeah. So this clip. Tell me what you think about this clip. This is a clip featuring Charles Barkley. You remember him?
Yeah.
Former NBA
basketball
player.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm at a white school. I said, how many of you kids want to play pro sports? Less than 10% raised their hand. I said, what do you want to do? I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be an engineer. But when I go speak at predominantly black schools, 90% of the kids want to play sports. 90%. There's a couple like, I want to be a doctor, which makes me really proud. But 90% of kids, when I speak at black schools, our kids are brainwashed to think they can only play sports and be entertainers. It's obviously had a huge negative effect on the black community. We got so many young black kids who think they're going to play pro sports. They're not going to play pro sports. And the system has a moral obligation to make sure that these kids get their education. Well, I'm not worried about Kobe LeBron,
Yep.
Kevin Durant, Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Carmelo. I'm not worried about us.
It's all the kids that think they're going to be
That's my problem with the NCAA. Like a lot of guys I went to school with didn't get their degree, and now their life has been a train wreck. Some of them have done great, but some of them are a train wreck. And if you don't get a college degree, or after 4 years, 5 years, whatever it takes, your life, you're fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah. So he mentioned Kobe there, so that tells you the timeline on that, Kobe Bryant. So it brought that up in the context of 28 young people from St. Kitts and Nevis going off to Taiwan, the highest number ever on Taiwan scholarships. And then I heard that another 18...
Take a pause here, because I agree with what Charles Barkley said.
100%.
But the system continues to facilitate the down pressure of black youths. They're not able to rise to the ranks because of the systematic indoctrination, if you will, by the media, by other forces in society, that all they want to do is go into entertainment, that's where they think the money is, or play sports. And hardly any of them make it into pro sports. I mean, it's a minor school.
Less than 0.1%.
There you go. And I think the system loves that because it keeps black people down. Marcus Garvey said so.
So we
Marcus Garvey again.
So we're discussing this about 18 scholarships to Southern University.
That's good.
And then those who are going to UE, those who are going to UVI, and then the link now to the Open Universities of Tanzania and Kenya. Gentlemen, we celebrate National Heroes Day, September 16. And we really have to pause and say thank you. You know, some people say, national heroes are all political leaders, blah, blah, blah. But they are responsible after the Buckley's trigger, the universal education. Every person in St. Kitts and Nevis has the opportunity to go
equal access.
And right now,
equal access.
And right now, it's from preschool to college. No barriers. Go. Take advantage. Use your talents. Take advantage of the opportunities. Nobody owes you a living. During COVID, we understood that. Things destined for the Caribbean suddenly were taken off ships. Nobody's sorry for you. Take advantage of the education. Here's what Nelson Mandela said. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. What about Malcolm X? Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. So we brought that up because it's back to school time.
Yeah.
And the VAT deals also, back to school supplies in the VAT deal. Take advantage of them because you can't lose.
No, you can't. I mean, like I keep telling them, people, two things are important to your advancement and development: employment and education. If you have employment and education, nobody could stop you. The sky is the limit.
No matter how poor you are.
Yeah, no matter how poor you are, no matter where you come from. Education and employment, you're good to go.
You know, every start of the school year in September, when Junie was at a different station.
What station was that?
ZIZ.
Oh,
the Pulse.
That's where it started.
Yeah. A song by Sparrow was played.
Children go to school and learn where?
Every September morning.
Otherwise, later on in life, you're going to get real hell.
Catch. Real hell, not get. Catch.
Well, you get and you catch is the same thing. Without an education in your head, your whole life will be pure misery. You're better off dead. And that has not changed, you know. What Mandela and Sparrow are saying virtually, that we need to get an education to lift ourselves out of.
But can you imagine
poverty
as a youngster, and you hearing this being drummed into your head?
And we need to drum it today as well, you know. I find that there's not enough drumming being done.
Not enough drumming being done.
Today.
Not enough drumming being done.
I put them
by
not enough drumming
authorities,
being done.
by community leaders. That needs to be should be systematic.
I am aware. There are families that have for generations not strayed from the drum beat.
Right.
Families of all levels.
But would you say it's being drummed by the majority of society today?
Not enough. Not enough.
My answer to that is that there is other drumming going on.
Yeah.
What kind of drumming?
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A music box.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
So that can drown out what we heard growing up, and what families continue to try to do. So I believe the work that we should be doing is to make sure that the right drumming continues.
You know,
and is not eclipsed by the distraction drumming.
Yeah. And when you send me the clip from Charles Barkley, I went back to do my research. I do that all the time. Go back and read and so on. And because I think the point Charles Barkley is making is that sports is supposed to be a lesson, you know. It's like maths, you know, and it's like English, and it's like history. Sports is supposed to prepare you. And
I mean, sports is not extracurricular?
No.
It's intracurricular?
Exactly. In fact, let me tell you this. I went back and collect some of these things. It is now widely accepted that many valuable lifelong lessons are made more vivid and impactful and real through participation in sports. Through this great form of outdoor classroom. Sports is supposed to be a classroom, you know, where you learn education, lessons in leadership, perseverance, discipline, and teamwork are learned and remain with athletes throughout their career pursuits and indeed throughout life itself. As such, athletes are for the most part viewed as individuals who are well equipped. That's what sports to do, you know. Sports is supposed to be equip you for a career, because you only gonna got one Charles Barkley and one what the guy name you just called
Brian Lara, Kobe
Brian Lara, whoever, only one of them you're gonna have. But sports, playing sports supposed to, you know, Bill Richards, whoever they are. Sports are real individuals who are well equipped with the capacity and capability to organize, to manage, and to lead enterprises. I want to believe that this is a view shared by many institutions of higher education worldwide. And so we must get that done here. Hence the move for some time now to customize the various disciplines and programs to accommodate the needs and interests of athlete students. I mean, when you get a scholarship for an athlete to go do things, they give you that to prepare you. That's part of your education. You're going to learn not to become a Kobe Bryant or whoever you think, you know. You're going to be like that. Those are 1 in a million. And so we have to make sure that people understand what is the real lessons of sports. It's supposed to prepare you for life, the discipline and the attitude and the qualities and the character. I have no doubt in my mind. It ain't going to
happen by talking. It has to come through reinforcement
that's
at
the
the parental level. Start in the home. Yeah, charity begins at home. It has to start there.
Yeah.
I know when I went to school, the teachers encouraged you to continue in that path. You know, so it was something that ran through the society. It was systematic.
Absolutely.
It wasn't just done by the parents, say. No. She got help from the teachers, she got help from community leaders, the preacher in the church, the politician. Everybody was on board.
Yeah.
That isn't happening
it ain't
today.
Happening, no. Not happening.
It is happening, but there are other noises seeking to drown in.
It ain't happening enough.
Because there are other noises seeking to drown out that fundamental message. That education is the most powerful weapon.
And so how do we get rid of the other noises?
We continue to have programs like this.
I see.
See,
Like
one of the thing here, the thing ended it. Research indicates that participation in sports help people to develop skills and attitude that are important for success in work, business, and that would allow them to enjoy a fuller and happier life.
So
that
it was all encompassing. Sport was part of it.
A part of your education and development. Not supposed to become a Kobe Bryant because that ain't gonna happen.
So you have
it happen to one in a million.
So you own a business. You own a business. You have a vacancy and you have 2 applicants.
Mm-hmm.
One applicant has 10 CXCs, and the other one has maybe 3 to 4, but was in the football team, track and field team. Who's going to get the job?
Yeah, that's it.
Who is going to get the job?
Yeah.
Well, I'm employing the guy with 4.
Yeah.
Who was in the discipline organization called a sports team, where he learned teamwork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He should be easier to employ.
Yeah. So,
gentlemen,
it's
almost 2:30.
Yeah.
We need to open the lines. We're going to take a short break and come back and let the people factor in. Let them talk.
Yeah. Every week, that's why we're talking too long. So, open it.
Enough from us. Let's hear from the people. We want the intervention. The voice of the people is the voice of God.
Say that in Latin, man. Come on.
Vox Populi, Vox Dei.
There you go.
And me and Kupo.
I stay connected to Freedom with the Freedom SKN app. Simply search for the Freedom app in the Android's Play Store or the Apple's App Store and download it. Enjoy world-class radio at its best, anytime, anywhere. Become a Freedom apper today.
Back to school shouldn't meet you unprepared. St. Kitts Credit Union's Back to School loan helps you borrow up to $10,000 with flexible repayment plans, fast approval, supportive terms, invest in your child's future with confidence. Because every child deserves a strong start. Start today at www.skccu.com or call 465-2272. SKCU, invested in their future with you.
RIA Easy Money Transfer Limited, located on West Independence Square Street, Bastyr, St. Kitts, and the Solomon Arcade, Nevis, offers you safe and reliable transfers at great low rates and fees to 507,000 locations worldwide, with a pickup time of just 15 minutes after your transfer. And for even more ease of doing business, we home deliver and direct bank deposits in selected countries. So if anytime you want to send money to family, friends, and loved ones, at RIA, we've got you covered with over 30 years of experience moving money quickly, efficiently, and securely across 160 countries. Give us a call at 465-3325 in St. Kitts or 469-3325 in Nevis. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., 8:30 in Nevis, and on Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. RIA Easy Money Transfer Limited.
Reliable, dependable, Delta. If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta. Don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, Go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be. Delta Petroleum, baby.
From the pitch to the palm of your hand, Betgate Sports brings to you iGaming, the ultimate dual gaming experience. Sports and iGaming in one powerful platform, live and legal. Tap your screen, place a bet, spin the reels, cash out fast. No delays, pure excitement. BetCageSports.com cricketwestindies.com. Download the app and sign up today. Play responsibly. Must be 21 and over. Proud sponsor of Cricket West Indies, where a percentage of every dollar played with Cage goes to Windies for cricket and cricket development.
All right, we are back at 2:30 28 minutes before 3 o'clock, and you understand my boy this and that is on the line. This and that, we're not espousing anything, we're just presenting facts and figures according to whoever, whether it's the Honorable Mark Brantley or the Honorable Janice Daniel Hodge. We're not here to espouse any cause. We're here to present the facts as they appear.
All ideas contend.
We're not just... So if you want to call in and state your case, you feel free to do so now. The lines are open for everybody. You can call us at 465-6474, 465-0546, or 662-1065. Call now
Sam Jr.
on any of the topics that we've spoken about today, or even you could add your own topic. But call now. Okay, we're getting a call now, so let's go straight to the lines. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Johnny, and your folks there.
Yeah, man.
Now I'm back again on the agricultural end. I just want to speak a bit about it. The educational end that you're speaking about, I understand, but sometimes is the authorities break down other things, because when I look at what's going on with a lot of young fellas just leaving school, some of them well educated and step and pep and thing, I think, at the age, anything around 40 down should not be there. They should be out there doing some kind of a trade. Mm-hmm. Everybody coming here with full trade from all over the other islands, making the top money, and they satisfied with the minimum wage. What I'm looking at is that they should have been put into some other institute and demand that after 6 months or a year, we are not paying you no more. Mm-hmm. No more money. You put it here to learn something, and you need to go and learn something. Nobody under them kind of just leave school should be on no step. They should go to learn something. That's one. The other one I'm going to talk about is the agricultural end. I speak last week about the road in the mountain. Nothing been done up to now, and it's years I've been talking about it. The other problem that we have now is when the farmers don't set up their food stuff, grow all this stuff, spend thousands of dollars, the food just left there to spoil. Mm-hmm. I want to know why the government don't get together, agriculture department, get some kind of a refinery area. When mango in, people head the mango there. People going to go and clean up the gut side where the mango and the guavas are, and you get some kind of a bottling or tinning stuff for them. Now, recently again, we're going on up watermelon, just knocking dog. Planting, knocking dog. Bananas, I see bananas actually dropping off a tree. Mango, you're going to Molyneux area there. A guy have some in the village here, and you're walking up the road and people picking out banana knocking dog. People cannot get it out, the stuff sell. There's no market seem to get it off of the island.
That's a good point.
And I'm saying, excuse me?
I said that's a good point you're making.
Yeah, get a factory here. That all these fruit stuff. I know I have a sister, and sometimes she have lots of carrots. The farmers over there, lots of carrots, and they rot in the ground. They should be thinning them. The stuff from them, the hucks from them, go to make pig food and those kind of things. Do some kind of thing. I've been speaking to these guys a long time. And nobody doing nothing. The other quick thing I want to tell you.
Carlo, just a minute.
Doc want to get in.
No,
hold on, don't hang up. Go ahead,
don't hang up.
Martin.
Okay. What prevents farmers' cooperatives from doing what you just recommended?
Well, I don't think that is strong enough to bring in a factory in here. Government should think about, the same agriculture department, they should think about push forward and encourage people as well to bring in, set up some kind of a plant. Just so with Trinidad and these places, bottling stuff sending here, mangoes, guavas, soursop, all kind of things coming in here. We got to bring in, and we think here, rotting on the ground, mango rotting on the ground, mango gone now. And you're going to tell me they couldn't have that tin bin there in a storage of cold thing, and later you make drinks from them, and we got mango all year round. Right. They're rotting on the ground, pigs ain't even there to eat them now as far as you're concerned.
All right, thank you for those strong points.
One other thing I'm coming to you about.
Go ahead.
I've been talking to the minister. I speak to him, the minister, already, and others before. The plants around the island. Drive through the island. You go to Atlas, look over the hillside. Mango trees that you used to see before, you cannot see them today. They're covered only with. Go up to Phillips's, look over the Gulf side. The trees just gone up Phillips's road. You could have get all kind of stuff, your man, support, mango, everything. The trees them covered only with. You go to St. Paul's, you go around the island, check the fruit trees. Now we are losing the trees them. We are losing the fruit plants. I talked to the minister about it one day, right at the airport here. And you're going to tell me nobody doing nothing. They're paying people to do all kind of things. And they're doing nothing. But I need the farmers to look after. Because in which way? Mine. They give them things to plant. The guys plant. Thousands of bananas, thousands of this, thousands of that. And they're just there going to nothing. If you check around the island, everybody's selling around. Okay. Everybody's selling. And there's no market. And they could have taken to this one central point where the government, the agriculture department, they tin them. They put it through a system where you got the juice safe and you make drink to serve in the country here instead of bringing these things. Okay, but there's a lot of things that's been done. And I thank you. I'm sorry I can't speak no longer because you need some time. So do I have to do? And I thank you. But the road, Lord, the road, man, I want it fixed. I want it fixed. You don't got to put it on the internet. We don't got to get somebody go and put this on Facebook and all these things because we vehicle dropping in the hole, rain coming, when done, it's pure murder. Lord, we need fix. We fix out there in Phillips. The bulldozer over Brighton, a government one. Lord, how you fix the road? How are we? They say they're going to get machine. The machine come, the road still no fix. I don't know if they're going to private people land to work because I don't see them working. I don't know where they're working because the guys who used to fix, who used to drive it, used to do a good job in our area.
Caller, we want to take some more calls because I know you could speak till 3 o'clock. You sound very passionate.
But I don't know something.
Thanks a lot.
Caller, I would love to meet you, so let's have a conversation because agriculture is my thing, I'm passionate about that. I'm keen on that, I grew up in St. John Payne. And I always have a keen interest in agriculture. And I share your views 100%.
All right, let's take some more calls, Sam. Caller, go ahead. You're next. We want to get in as many callers.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Bring them.
Go ahead, caller.
I'm going to Sam Kando and the doc.
Yes.
Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no, me tell you, Johnny. When a man say about them young generation well educated and they come out with scholarship and things. But June, me tell you, you got a load of bright people out here will want job. And they can't get no job. Some of them, most of them can't get no job. And before they stop, they are linger. Far could have cut grass at the moment. Because if the pepper the stepper in Wayne, then get a salary from him that they stop there and sit down, wait till job come. We do something so long until whenever the job where you desire come, you will get it. So if they go and they step on the pep or do something at the meanwhile, Juni, and then they stop there and linger. Greetings.
Greetings to you. Thanks for your comments this afternoon. I appreciate your call. Let's take some more calls now. Caller, you're next. Go ahead, please. Turn down the radio. We're getting a slight feedback. Go ahead now. That's good.
Good afternoon, everybody in Radio Land. Good afternoon, you three giants.
Good afternoon, sir.
And to me, TGIF takes on new meaning. And traditionally that means, thank God it's Friday to working people. You ever listen to yourself? Just recently in trying to properly identify the secret of your magic, your enduring magic. Hydrogen and oxygen gave me the answer. Hydrogen, as you well know, is flammable, highly so. And as we all know, oxygen fans the flames. But guess what? You put them together and you get what? Water. H2O. Each of you are highly accomplished men apart. But when you feed off of each other, you create something altogether different, which is delectable to our palate. Thank you. Thank you. And thanks again. Junie, beware. When you said make sure Nevis get their fair share, I can't see him, but the voice of the Honorable Sam Condor was not evidencing or registering to me any must. This is serious business. So tell me something, please. We put the best and brightest in there. Ideally, what is cracking this fair equation so hard? The mathematical formula is unambiguous, is it not? Unambiguous. I certainly can confuse taxable revenue with revenue generated elsewhere. I'm saying something, I'm missing something elsewhere. Can somebody enlighten me, please? This is the one thing, you see, that we have to solve, and this is the one time when passion has to be subordinate to reason or chaos will prevail. Every administration after independence. They acknowledge the problem, but they just kick the bucket down the line. Somebody has got to say, the buck stops here. In closing, I'm hearing about these special operating zones and development is needed, and I'm hearing about the developments which so concern the Honorable Mr. Astafan. Up by the hotel, they are about to build a Hindu shrine. I was told that over in Frigate Bay, they are moving out all of the taximen, building a hotel. You go over there, and I was just told it's wide open. I've seen the pictures. Sewage lines under the building, under the foundation. I'm talking about the power lines under the foundation. I'm going to close by saying this. 30 seconds, Joni. There was an executive, like all three of you, stayed busy. He came home. He had a son who left, who loved him. He couldn't get any work done. He was one of those who took his work home. His son came around him. He saw a newspaper, and a bright idea struck him. It was a paper of the map of the world, and he tore it in small pieces. He gave it to his son, and he said, "Son, do something for Dad. I know you are a genius. Put this world back, and after you are done, come and see me." 10 seconds, Junie. The son came back within 10 minutes, and there was the world spread out before the father. The father said, "Son, how did you do it? I can't believe it." He said, "Dad, at the back of the paper was the face of a man. When I got the man right, the whole world became right. We are a special people, and the minute we get ourselves right, the whole world is going to run to us to be right." Good afternoon, folks.
Good afternoon to you as well. Thank you so much. Let's take another call. Let's move on quickly. Okay, caller, you hung up. You can call us right back now. The lines are clear again. You know the numbers, so call back the same number you just got disconnected. You can call us back at that same number. That's 662-1065, 465-6474, or 0546. Caller, good afternoon.
Greetings to the idea.
Greetings.
A gentleman was just speaking about the cluster of the food here in St. Kitts that,
yes, correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a serious concern for you, the jail. Trust me. But one the problem with black people, it tends to seek for to me, sit down work. What happened to the banks then when they're giving out loans? They need to stop give that a loan for bus and bus. I tried to out to that the other day. Then we got to open up our eyes. We need to invest in more like boats. Boats and so. Instead of buying all of these bus to cluster the place, because I think it is so small. they got to start to get boat to transfer the food probably to like St. Martin, St. Thomas, you know, and we could go from there. That's how you see them people out with them big cool ship. They start by one man, you know, and if they start from small and they go to big ship, we could start with small little vessels, them to carry the food across the water, you know. We need to work out something, Big J. Because even the Nivision them and all coming down here now, come sell mango. When we ain't thinking now got so much of mango, we ain't want nobody come here, come say, I sell mangoes too. And I have to trouble almost all the mango them this year because when you go in town, Nevis people they don't take over the whole. Yeah, they don't take over the whole of 4th Street, everything. So it's a cluster. It's more sellers than buyers right now. If we ain't pay attention, he got too much of bus again on the road, Big J. And the people need to just invest in boat. Or they get material, build boat or buy boat and let me get the food, them go overseas, or, you know what I mean? And we need to rise up and pay attention to what's going on because all the food, them going back to the earth. Yeah, respect my love.
Thank you so much for sharing
that caller didn't say government once.
Let's take another call.
I like that caller.
Caller, you there?
Yes, Brother Junior, blessed day to the eye.
Yeah, man, blessed day.
And blessed day to the Brother Martin, and blessed day to Brother Sam, and blessed day to the mothers of creation, as we say, growing up our brothers and sisters. Give thanks. I would like to bring a message to the family that we know this Sunday is Marcus Garvey Barn, right? And the organization of Rastafari Unity is doing a fundraising at where we call African Village, where his son had able to come and grace us on the 7th of August. So, yes, I will be there again this time as the Ohio family within the Rastafari commune of St. Kitts and Nevis from 2 p.m. in the afternoon to 7 p.m. in the evening, having speeches, singing, and poetry, and we'll have Nayabingi chanting harps.
What date is that again? Could you repeat the date?
Sunday.
This coming Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday, the 17th. Blessed love.
Where you going to be?
So, where we call African Village, or you call Pictorial Garden.
Across from Banco Nevis, okay.
Yes, on the opposite side from the Banco Nevis, just on the opposite side from the old Treasury building. We name it as African Village Square because we don't want to have names of the European aspect being.
Used to be called Victoria Square.
Yes, okay. That was in honor of the general who was a part of Queen Victoria Army when they had the apartheid war in South Africa. The people need to know the history and know what the value, why these names are penetrated in our territories like this, and not just because it's so. And it's African people who build that square, where we call at Pictorial Square, which is now called African Village Square. Now, we like to say, I heard some talking about the land aspect of in the early time. And yesterday I was listening to a program with Carly and Dr. Daly and Tulu, and they were talking about the secession and the fair share for Nevis. And one thing that comes to my mind is that we and St. Kitts and Nevis people are two different types when it comes to social affairs, and we need to correct that there in the status code. Because that is where we really hurt in our generation. Because we find ourselves not showing the value of who we are as a people. And the Europeans, them had dominated the minds of our people over the period of time and keep us at a bondage, separation towards one another. So you find that we can't do negotiation in the proper way. One thing I find that was stated out of that dialogue last night is that the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis do not have no presence in Nevis, and they need to do much better presentation. In Nevis, you just can't talk about the Nevis people and don't be interacting with the people. You have a federal office over there and not even a present of our Prime Minister being in the shores of Nevis at the federal office. It's a shame. Since he's been there in 3 years, you need to show better collaboration with the people of Nevis and not just by talking with the Premier of Nevis as the opposition leader in the federal parliament that don't work alone. The president needs to be there in the shores of Nevis to let the people know how you can reach out with the general of the youth them too. Because the youth them need the president over there. You are the federation leader, not the leader of just the St. Kitts, but the leader of St. Kitts and Nevis as the Prime Minister. So we are calling on that to be.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
So you all have a lovely day.
Thank you so much for calling. We have 10 minutes before 3. The lines are really going crazy. So I'm going to ask each person who's calling and would like to speak to restrict yourself to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's take this caller. Caller, good afternoon. Go ahead.
Big J, sorry, you're back again. But let me say this about the square, the Independence Square. I walk in the square, right? I used to pull the cheese them in there. One of the best parts of the square. And let me show the item this. Yeah, the stone wall around the square, perimeter, the natural, right? And while they're doing the work there in the square, this work with Parks and Beach, some people came and they paint the wall white around. I said to myself, why these people come and choose to paint the wall white? Juni, shortly the same week, a storm come, me telling that in my life, and thunder, lightning, and they struck the bowl, the fountain in the square, that it broke off the whole surrounding the lightning and thunder, right? The following day in the week, they came there looking for me and the next man, said that we vandalized the fountain. I didn't work there, so they lock up the arrest, they put him on the bench, right? And this is the truth. How we are going the square and come down the mash up the fountain. And then they park up to the square again, and I see them doing the same thing. They resurfacing the paint. You know, I mean, the same white color again. How you can bother black people with white paint, the jail? They have to pay more consciousness about what's going on. Trust me, brethren. I witness that for myself. I see the fountain destroyed because they whitewash the wall. Don't take it as a joke. It's a serious concern. So where they need to go and take the color that are there right now and come more conscious with the color.
All right. So thank you, sir. So you said that is natural elements that destroy the fountain.
Destroy, trust me, Big JL. You work there for a couple of years. What the best part of the square there. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Lightning thunder strike down.
Thank you, so thank you for sharing. I had no idea about that. Let's take some more calls. The lines are busy. As I said, 2 minutes. Go ahead, caller. You're next.
Hello. Good afternoon, Judy.
Good afternoon to you.
And to Sam and Dr. Martin.
Good afternoon to you.
With the agriculture, the thing about it is, when the farmers produce their food, what the department need to do or the government need to do is to cut down on the import of the food that are here, that are grown here, that they can get sold. So if you don't cut down on the import, the local food will always perish. You got to ban some imports for a while to get the rid of what you have here. The next thing is, food like pork and all of them stuff. When the local people here sell the pork for $10 a pound, and ones could sell, other supermarkets could sell for $5 a pound, they have to realize that the outside market food is so cheap that the prices are way below the prices that the food are sold here for. And next thing, those vendors who sell the local food, they are comparing with the food that are bought in, and the local food costs more than the food that are imported. And that is a problem. You see, you have to learn to suit the market, like a show just there with the mangoes, as the man said. Imagine the vendor selling four
mango?
10 mangoes for $10, right? What do I call a mango again?
Pali
mango. Wait, it's so much mangoes. You have to buy them to sell again. Why sell 4 little mangoes for $10? It's ridiculous. They want so much money for the mangoes. The mangoes then falling on the ground and rotting.
Mangoes knocking
and
down.
They are perishable goods. Because as long as they are ripe, you can't carry them back home. You got to dump them. And that is the problem with the farmers. They want such a high price for the food, that they have, which is more than the supermarket price. And people going in the supermarket and buy the food out of the supermarket and left it there on the side of the road.
Okay.
They got to consider that. Thank you, Junie.
Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate your call and your comments. Gentlemen, it's just about 4 minutes. The lines are going crazy. Let's take some more calls. 2 minutes. Go ahead, please. Hello?
Okay. Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Julie. The point I want to make, Julie, is simple. This. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, go ahead. You're on.
Yeah. I believe the time has come where our government need to be more serious with this $500 minimum wage. The reason why I say that, you cannot tell me you pay out $500 and at the end of the day, every minute you're hearing people just taking sick leave left, right, and center. Government need to learn to stop this crap, this nonsense. Because the thing about it, you cannot tell people they don't sick. But at the same time, you're supposed to put things in place. If you're sick, go to Social Security. The next thing I would like to see the government do is to put an electronic time system in all the institutions. They're robbing the system too much. It's about time that government show that they are serious in business. You can't just spend money like that because what happens? People then every minute you're hearing somebody sick. Every minute somebody sick. And what happens? Government still pay them their full salary. That they're supposed to present them Social Security. I thank you.
All right, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Let's take another caller quickly. Caller, good afternoon. We missed that call. Let's try line 2. Caller, good afternoon. Turn down the radio, please. We're getting a feedback. Go ahead quickly.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Whose birthday?
Happy birthday, dear Jamie.
Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Happy birthday to you.
May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you.
Okay.
May the good Lord, may the good Lord,
Amen.
may the good Lord bless you.
Gentlemen, can we get an amen for that?
Amen.
I
Amen.
have never heard
Happy
anybody
birthday. Happy
say-
birthday.
Thank
I
you
have
so
never
much.
heard anybody say that they hated Jamie yet nobody calling and wish her happy birthday. The Bible said
All right, take your time, take your time.
Jamie, all I want to do, hold up, nobody likes to be rebuked. But the Bible said open rebuke is better than secret love. I have never heard anybody say they hate Jamie yet. If you love me, let me know. Jamie, I'm speaking on behalf of all of us who can't reach you. You are so incredibly appreciated, much more than you know. May God give you every good thing your noble heart ever desired on this, significant birthday of yours. Long life, joy, all of the peace that your heart can hold, and whatever else God deems best to lavish upon one of his most precious creatures.
All right, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I'm sure Jamie appreciates that to the max. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Jamie. Let's take another caller here quickly. It's past 3 o'clock, or just about 3 o'clock, so let's try this caller. Caller, you're up next. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Is this Freedom FM?
Yes, it is. Go ahead. You're
Yeah.
live on Groundings.
Right. I've been listening to all of these programs we've been having, and it seems like it is a repetitive of talk. Like we have lots of professors and very few students. Now,
Turn down the radio.
earlier.
We're getting a feedback.
I don't have a radio. I'm on. Oh, yes. Let me go. Sorry, just about to say that. Sorry. Right. What I'm saying is, it seems like, we're just talking, and there's nothing really taking place. Even if it's one person listening, it will be fine. But each week we're hearing all these things on the radio. Each week we're hearing all of these negativities, disrespecting the government of the day. And what are people doing about it? I don't know. So we have to be serious in what we're doing and make rules that if the government of the day has something that they want to implement, that every citizen have to obey those rules. And if they don't obey the rules, then whatever goes with it, the punishment goes with it. But if we don't punish anybody, we don't do anything for correction, then it's going to just keep repeating. I've been here 25 years, and I've been hearing the same thing over and over. And another thing, too, and don't get me wrong, it is the same people talking all the time. But you can't do the same thing and expect a different result. So, we had to change around those who are giving out advice and rotate them, so therefore it doesn't become monotonous. Otherwise, people are not going to listen.
Okay.
And, I sit and I listen to these things. I have a lot of time now listening, and it's just repetitive.
Okay.
And who are we catering to? We need to have a kind of what you call the age of people who we're talking to, who is our target audience. Because sometimes we're talking and there's nobody listening.
I see.
Which sounds like a foolish thing to say, because I listened and I heard you. But I've been reluctant to phone in because of the position that I held.
I see.
And I just think that sometimes if we say less in a short space of time, maybe more people would listen.
Okay. Giles, thank you so much for sharing that with us, my friend.
Okay.
Hope all is well with you. Take care of yourself.
Yes, God is with me. That's who I'm listening to now, because I find that the truth, if we tell the truth and we behave in a truthful way, then we get more success.
Thank you. All right. It is just about 2 minutes after 3 o'clock. I'm afraid I'm going to have to end the calls with that call from Giles Dickinson and get your wraps and go and prepare for Hurricane Erin, who is certainly on the outskirts of St. Kitts and Nevis right now. Doc, go ahead. You start
thank you, Junie and Sam, and to the listeners for another thoughtful program. I believe that the emphasis on nation-building challenges and opportunities continues to be one that talkers and doers are interested in. First, let me congratulate the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots for the win last night. And to say...
It's about time.
And to say...
No, they're not doing badly, man. Patriots.
They have not been doing badly?
Patriots?
Sam, when last the Patriots win a game in St. Kitts and Nevis?
Order.
It's 3 seasons consecutively they win a game of one park. No. I'm telling you.
Junie's the encyclopedia. He has all...
Yeah, that is correct. That's not
3 years they win a game of one park.
Okay. 3 years?
Yes, so they win one last night or night before. Congratulations.
We win one.
I back them, That's my team.
Yeah. But,
anything that says St. Kitts
3
and
years they
Nevis.
win a game in one park.
So I'm going to do research.
Last year, maybe last year, but not
last
3
year
years.
and the year before. And the year before.
You don't see the posts on Freedom FM Facebook page when West Indies is having a meltdown. But sometimes I feel like sending them a second-hand ambulance.
I've had to walk out to one park several times in the middle of the game.
Yeah, I walked out to the last West Indies game.
Last year, but not 3 years.
Patriots won.
Sam, go and do the research.
Okay, I'll do it and come back next week. Next week, I'm going to get that for you.
Go ahead.
Patriots is playing Guyana Amazon Warriors.
Weather permitting.
True. Last night's support was magnificent. It wasn't a full house, but it was more than I expected.
I applaud all those people who went out.
And so, weather permitting tonight, it's going to be a music festival crowd.
Weather permitting, yes.
There was a caller who seemed to be suggesting that we have a mandatory national service. That's a very interesting thought. There's another caller who spoke about investing in boats, not buses, and during his intervention, he didn't mention the word government once. I like to meet that caller.
That was a key point about the boats.
I don't want to join the conversation between Sam and the other caller because they seem to be going down a government road. I want to go down a farmers cooperative road to elevate agriculture. Yeah. No. All ideas must content. All ideas. He speaks like. And so, I think I listened to Giles talk, the Giles intervention about talk. But, talk what Churchill,
well, he said nobody listening, but at least he's listening.
Churchill said, jaw is better than war. So once we're talking, we're not warring, right? Yeah. We're a developing country. We have come a long way with some good talk and some good investment, some good policy.
Talk is good.
And we have made some mistakes. There's some limitations. But I support the point of one caller that, the country bashing. When I hear country bashing, I pull out my hearing aids because this country has come a long way.
Indeed.
And so let us continue to support St. Kitts and Nevis. I finished on this point. Yesterday, there was some guineas being sold on the F.D. Williams. I pulled over, and it was a youngster. I asked him he looked like he goes to school. He said, yes, he goes to Washington Archibald. I said, well, you're doing a good thing. He said, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur.
Exactly right. Right?
And his father was right there and says, that's the way to go.
That's the way to go.
And so less government, more entrepreneurs. Less government, more entrepreneurs. Thank you very much.
Sam?
Yeah.
Don't preach.
No, man, no.
Give him 2 minutes.
Well, I'm going to end with a sermon on that. But I just want to say a few things quickly. One caller spoke about the non-skills that we have in here, the dearth of skills. And at one time we had so many skilled tradesmen around, the technical college we had. In fact, ABEC was supposed to help to address that same problem as well. I think we have to begin to reorganize our education system to make sure that we prepare our people for the modern economy. And so we have to get there. So I want people to look at ABEC and technical. There's no technical college now, but we have to, the government again, have to begin to look to see if we could get the skills, our skills upgraded in order to service the modern economy. Patrick said a guy called in and he's saying that he didn't mention the government once. The government has to provide the leadership, the initiative. He has to be, people not, corporates just don't form like that. Corporate form by somebody taking the lead in organizing it. And I want to see our government taking that lead in terms of making sure that we get this thing. It's not going to be done so on its own. In terms of, well, it depends on how people speak, but debate, dialogue, discussion is what improves anything. When you oppose something doesn't mean you're against it. It means that you are looking to see, to improve it, to better it, to enhance it. And people must not be afraid of dialogue and discussion in order to improve our situation. It's not going to happen just so. There's no monopoly on ideas by any group, any section of the society. We want everybody giving their views to the improvement of the country. And I want to end, Juni, by the hurricane prayer. Almighty and everlasting God, Lord of heaven and earth, grant us, your supplying people, protection against hurricane, earthquake, and other calamities, that in tranquility of weather we may ever rejoice in the comfort we ever desire, and may always make right use of your bountiful goodness, through Jesus Christ our Lord.
Amen. And that's how we're going to end Groundings for today. Had to get that reliable word from Pastor Sam Condor. Nothing wrong with that. No. I see where you're headed now, Sam. But yeah, thanks again for joining us for Groundings for today. It was lively, it was interesting, it was analytical, and definitely sustainable. So thank you again for calling.
Sustainable.
I like that.
Thank you again for calling. We appreciate your calls and your time on Facebook, on our platform, Freedom Platform. We're getting there, serving the people of St. Kitts and Nevis and the wider Caribbean. And we look forward to you joining us again next week. If you missed the program, it's there on our Facebook page. You could listen again. And thank you, everybody. God bless you. Have a good week and be safe. Remember, the tropical storm has now developed into Hurricane Erin. And so go and protect what you have, your properties, and take care. And wish you a healthy and safe